Stars Are People podcast. I'm Dan Frigolette. I'm here with NadiaWhite.
Oh.
Thank you for doing this. We're at Exotica, Chicago. We found a nook. It worked out. I just got here. You just got here.
Mm-hmm.
This is like literally the beginning of the thing. What is happening? How are you?
I am good. I'm good. Busy, tired as always.
Yeah.
But, you know, gotta keep on keeping
It's
on.
a lot of travel. You came from Philly?
Yes.
Flew?
Yes.
Okay.
Got in at 1 o'clock today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I accidentally came to Exotica. I was supposed to be in Brew, Indiana.
How do you accidentally come to Exotica?
I'm on a comedy tour, and so I ran out of episodes of the podcast, as the listeners know, and I'm ashamed. I had an 86-week run, so everything was going good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, and then I ran out of episodes, and then I was actually just in Philly last Sunday, and then we were in Ohio through the middle, and then I found out our show was getting canceled in Indiana, and that this thing was happening in Chicago. I said, fuck it, it's only 5 hours away, let's do this.
Yeah.
So I'm here for legit 12 hours, 13 hours, and then I'm going to St. Louis tomorrow. So I'm literally just banging episodes.
This is the right place to bang things at.
Right, trying to get good content. Was that a real snort?
Yeah.
Yes. We're a minute in, I've already got a snort in it. Somebody, this is fantastic. Except, that was actually, you did that. I didn't do anything. That was your snort for yourself. Philadelphia.
Yes.
Give me the lowdown. Why would anybody want to visit Philadelphia? Why would anyone want to live in Philadelphia? What's dope about Philly?
I like Philly because it's like a mini New York.
Okay.
It's pretty much the same thing, that, you know, but it's more manageable.
Sure.
Philly's got all kinds of shit. It's got good food. It's got a good art scene. There's all sorts of things to do. You know, the weather's not too bad.
Yeah.
I like because I'm from the Northeast.
Yeah.
My whole life. I like that. Boston, New York, Philly, DC.
The trifecta.
Yeah, they're all right there.
Yeah, that is. I do forget how close everything is. My sister's
like
in Philly
6
now.
hours from point to point. Yeah.
My sister's in Philly now, and she's got a kid now, so then now some days I can just wake up and go, no, I'm going to go to Philly. It's 90 minutes. I'm from New York. It's 90 minutes. Just rip down to Philly, see my nephew. It's cool, yeah. And then it's like, yeah, it's easy. It is. It's interesting because most of the time when you travel the rest of the country, every hour is not another major city.
No, you're constantly hitting it in the Northeast.
But in the Northeast, it's just D.C., Baltimore, Philly, New York, Boston. That's pretty much it. Maybe to Boston. That's the end of it.
But
something happens in Maine. I don't know. There's deer or something happens. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, lobsters. Did you know my favorite fun fact about lobsters?
What?
It used to be a peasant food.
Yes. They used to serve it to prisoners.
Yeah, yes.
Because they're sea, like crustaceans, they thought they were disgusting.
Yeah, they are. They eat their own shit. They eat their own poop.
Don't kink shame the lobsters, okay?
Okay, fair enough. You can eat your own poop. It's fine. 2 lobsters, 1 cup. It's fine. I don't care.
1 pot.
Okay. 2 lobsters, 1 pot. Yes.
There was some corn and potatoes.
Yeah.
All day. Good.
Yeah. What's the? You know the recipe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Baltimore on the Old Bay. When you go to Baltimore, I guess this happened to me because I wasn't in Baltimore. I was in Philly. They obeyed me. No, it was in Maryland, so it was right. Okay.
Yeah,
I was in Frederick, Maryland, and they obeyed.
That's my hometown.
Frederick, Maryland?
Yes.
No, it's not. That's not possible.
Yes, it is.
You're from a Civil War town.
It's close to Antietam, which is a Civil War town.
Yeah.
Frederick itself is not.
This was
we have Francis Scott Key's body.
Is that right?
Yes, the guy who wrote the Star Spangled Banner.
This was my. I know he is. This is my opening bit when I got to Frederick. And I've played Frederick like 10 or 15 times. It's a place called the Cellar Door.
Is that like downtown, like the downtown?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in like this nasty spot.
Oh.
I don't know. It's all like churches and shit. I don't know. No, and I've played Frederick like probably 10 or 15 times, and it never occurred to me. So this time I opened up and I was like, it's my glad to be back in Frederick, Maryland. It feels like a Civil War town. I found out that it was a Civil War town when I got here. As soon as I got into the city lines, I had this weird instinct to murder my brother.
Did you?
No, it's just a dumb Civil War joke, and it was much smoother that night. I was worried as I was saying it that it wasn't going to go good on the podcast. It's fine. So you're from Frederick. That's insane. Yeah. I think that's my first. And meeting somebody who's from Frederick, even having played there multiple times. Yeah, so you guys love your Old Bay. Put Old Bay on all the things. Put Old Bay on chicken wings.
Fries.
Put Old Bay on your pasta.
Everything.
Old Bay on the meatballs.
Do lines of it.
Doing lines of Old Bay, baby. Come down to Maryland. Yeah, so do you know which prison rioted because they were trying to serve him lobster? Because I have that same fact in my head, but I don't know which prison it was. And every time I tell the story, I just make up a new prison. Just because nobody knows.
No one's going to fact check you.
No one's fact checking me. Nobody the thing is, nobody cares enough about that fact to Google it. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. On to the next thing. Like, you know when your friends don't trust you when they start Googling shit that you say.
And in this day and age, you have a computer in your pocket anyway.
Yeah. You're like, well, hold on a second there, Dan.
Let's
check in on this real quick. Let's just check in on this real quick. Okay, so you told me already off cast that you don't have a lot of time in Chicago, but you were just here. Mm-hmm. So you did some stuff. You did this. Explain it to me again.
Night of the Stripping Dead.
Night of the Stripping Dead.
It was a once a year for 11 years run at the Admiral Theater here.
Nice.
This year was the last one. It was hosted by Bill Moseley. And we had Mizumi Max. We had Savannah Fox.
So
we had Clown Elvis Presley playing.
How long is the event?
It's like 2 hours.
Nice.
Yeah, about like 10 acts or so.
I just wonder if there's a threshold, because with comedy we go 90 minutes, that's the whole show. Anything more than that is overkill. So with a strip show, burlesque show.
Yeah, it's just different people, different acts,
Yeah.
and then they throw in puppeteering and musicians and all sorts of things.
Yeah. Burlesque, I have a soft spot in my heart and in my pants for burlesque.
Oh,
Burlesque is where stand-up comedy started.
It did.
Yeah.
They've intertwined. There was like one big whole menagerie.
Yeah, oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, that's like, and I just, when you watch a burlesque show, you realize like how much more talented everybody else used to be. Now, like, we got one skill and that's good enough. But like everybody, like when you watch a Carol Burnett show, all these things, like they could sing, they could dance, they could do shit. Like nobody that I know in comedy could sing or dance.
No, not.
Tell one joke. That's the most we got.
One trick pony.
Yeah. Well, shit. So what else did you do in Chicago while you were here for that trip?
It was Halloween.
That makes sense.
Halloween. This trip, the last trip wasn't very long because it was Exotica, so literally performed 2 nights and then had to fly in for Exotica for like the last day.
For the other Exotica?
Yeah, New Jersey.
Oh, no shit. Right. It
was a quick trip, but
okay.
It was fun.
Very cool. What's your favorite thing about these conferences? It's just sort of like I'm still a newbie, I feel like.
Exotica is definitely my favorite like round of conventions. I like it a lot more than AVN. But what I like about Exotica, I like meeting people, I like networking. It's kind of because I live up in the frozen tundra away from everybody else. You know, it's one of the few times a year where I get to see all my other porno friends, all the fans that always come out, and it's always nice, you know, to be appreciated.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a nice synergy, it seems like, in the industry with being able to collaborate and hang out and do that sort of thing. And that's what's really cool about here. It seems like people are like, I'm not going to the party, I'm going to go shoot. I'm going to go do more work and like hang out with the people. It seems like that's part of the vibe here, which is really cool.
Yeah, I mean, you can party if you want. Some people are more into that. But like I said, it's one of those opportunities where people get together and, you know, it's smart to use that time.
Sure.
You know, and why not?
Yeah.
Everybody benefits from it.
Network, do the work. And then it looks like it's probably going to be. It took me a while to get in, just on the lines, because it's such kind of a cold and weird and wet day. I think this thing is going to be nuts for the next couple of hours. It's a Friday.
Well, it's ladies' night. Friday night is always ladies' night at Exotica Convention, so it's usually pretty busy.
Yeah.
I have to go shoot in a little bit actually, so I won't be around for most of it. But it's so far so good.
Yeah, the chaos is real.
What ensue?
Yeah, especially like AVN always seemed to me because it's not in one big room.
That's too much.
It's in like this. It's in basically the hallways of this place. So then everything is just congested, and it's like, and somebody's like, "Oh, cool, I'm at this booth," and I'm like, "Cool, I don't know where that is."
You can't find anybody. It's like herding cats.
They give you a key, and you're like, "I don't know what this key means. Is this the outside, or what is happening?" This one is it's a big loop. Just keep spinning.
Yeah, it's smaller and it's more geared towards the fan experience.
Yeah. If you just loop, you'll find your people. Just keep looping. Loop. This is the first time I'm finally like, not that I'm getting recognized, but I know enough people in the industry where we're like, "Hey, Dan." So it just feels good because the first couple of years I was just like, okay, I don't know what I should do.
One of us.
No, and actually, this time they gave me the passes within like 5 hours, which is cool because I didn't know that I was going to be here, so I hit up for the passes like last week.
Yeah.
And the first time I requested passes for this convention, it took them like 6 months to get back to me. And they were like, fine, you can come. And this time I'm like, yeah, you're here, just come. We know you, just come now. That's cool.
Good.
That's cool. I'm finally in the thing. Yeah. So wait, were you at the Awards in New Jersey?
No, I was here during
you
the
missed it by the
Awards.
day. Got it. That's what happened. I don't remember which day that was.
That was a Saturday night because I flew in early because we performed Friday and Saturday night.
Got
and then
it.
Flew in balls early and hungover as fuck
For Sunday. Nice. So did you just stay up? What do you do in that moment? Do you try to do the nap?
I
or do you
mean,
stay
I
up?
napped a little bit and I slept on the plane, but.
Can you sleep on planes?
Oh yeah.
If you're not wasted, can you sleep on planes?
I can sleep on a plane regardless.
I used to be the greatest plane sleeper.
I fly probably 2 or 3 times a month.
Yeah.
So I'm used to it. I live at the airport.
Yeah, lately.
They know me at all the places there.
That's great. Lately, I can't pass out on the plane, and that's the most stressful one because that's when I would catch up on my sleep. Turn the engine on, and I pass out. Like they could combine with. I missed the food. I'll literally sleep all the way through takeoff and landing. But lately, I think I'm becoming an old man because now it's like I slept for like 10 minutes in the last flight, and then I woke up and I said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, or you get sore, you can't get
Yeah,
comfortable,
the
turbulence, you get more and more paranoid.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the turbulence. Although there are.
I never used to.
You're freaking out now.
But now I'm freaking out.
I mean, a lot of shit just happened, and they pulled like 15 or 17 planes out of existence because of the Max jet thing.
Let's not talk about this because I gotta get up a motherfucker.
Well, you're not gonna fly that plane. You're gonna fly on a plane that's tried and tested. Yeah, because they pulled all the planes. They pulled all the shitty planes. No, for real though. This is how my brain works. I don't know if this is a real fact or not, but I feel like the day after a plane crash is the best day to fly, probability wise.
True.
2 planes going down in 2 days. That's not gonna happen. I'm not a betting man.
I'll give you that.
So it's a good time to fly because they just had that plane crash. I don't know, it's a weird thing to say. Anyway.
There goes one right now. Watching him take off.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
That's not even. Yeah, look at that. That's just like some guy flying. You saw that one? That was like that's like.
Small line.
What do they call? What was the Microsoft flight simulator? That's what that shit looks like. That's the flight simulator jet. Well, cool. Okay, so what else? I mean, I guess let's do this. Who are your favorite people in this thing?
As far
who do you miss? Who are you like looking to bump into?
As far as camaraderie or people that I look up to?
Yeah, either one. Yeah.
Definitely all my Cups for Sale family, which is all my Florida fetish people, the Angel crew. Just everyone really.
Yeah.
I've been in this industry for a long time now, so it's people who've stayed in.
Sure.
You know who they are.
Yeah. It's cool. Yeah, it is. I'm starting to finally.
Yeah, I'm not even sure who's on the roster to be here. Period.
Yeah.
So
Because it was. I
show
breezed through it quick, and it's like, so I've done this thing where I haven't repeated.
They don't update the website that great though.
Yeah. Well, because they did a whole new round like yesterday of people, and then also like people are dropping out. It's like, I didn't make my flight. I'm not gonna come. It's just
I got shoots canceled or something happened.
Right. Yeah, it's because it's a lot. It's like. Because Friday's so short and Sunday's so minimal, it's like you kind of
just Saturday.
Yeah, you come in for one day, and then it's like it's a lot. If you got anything else going on in your life, it's a lot to devote, especially with all the shit. Yeah, this is cool though. Because this is just a conglomeration of businesses. It's actually like we're not in the middle of nowhere. The Edison thing feels crazy.
I like Edison. Edison's my favorite because it's the only one that I can actually drive to logistically.
Yeah. And you can park right there.
Yeah, and it's the end of the year. It's the wrap up before getting ready for AVN season, and it's always the energy's really good.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I like Sorry, fucking just I went from a word to a yawn. I went right in there. I understand. Yeah. But my point is, like, from this standpoint, I can actually grab some food and like do all the things, because at Edison it's like you just skip eating.
Well, it's because of the convention center. It's not connected to anything else.
Nothing.
It's an industrial park.
Yeah.
you know, you have to drive to anywhere else.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stuff around there. It's on like a good little strip.
I've found I have now, which is 2 years in a row, the worst luck in going to restaurants. So like I commit and then I go and
Did you go to, what's the deli with the big sandwiches?
No, I was gonna do that, but the wait was crazy.
Yeah.
And there's like a $30 sandwich for like pastrami.
They're fucking like a foot tall though. Yeah. I got one because I do competitive eating and stuff.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
No, you don't.
I have a YouTube channel for it.
What?
I do.
I didn't know this.
To like 2 Exoticas ago in New Jersey, I went and got like the sandwich for like 7 people, and it was like twice as big as my head.
Yeah.
And I ate most of it.
Okay,
it wasn't. It was dry. And I was like, ew.
Yeah, that's the worst part. What's the most impressive thing you've taken down?
I guess. Well, I won wing pole this year in Philly. I had 155 chicken wings.
No shit.
Yeah, I can eat a
bones and all.
No.
It's just boneless chicken wings.
No, you have to like clean them.
Yeah, I'm
not
saying.
Bones and all.
I'm not saying you're eating the bones.
That's what you made it sound like.
No, the logistics of getting it off the bone is the trouble.
Yeah, it is.
How many?
155.
155 in what time span?
It was like a 10-minute round, a 6-minute round, and like a 4-minute round.
Wow. Going up or going down?
Going down.
So you started 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. And you won.
Yes, it is.
It's fucking incredible.
I got a fucking sweet ass wrestling belt. And like
they give you like
like a no bullshit like wrestling belt.
To just cover up now what you've eaten. What's the vibe after? What do you do after? Do you just deal with it or do you get rid of it?
It depends.
Do you send it out?
So sometimes depends, because I like to do a lot of speed stuff versus volume. Volume's not really my forte. Yeah. I usually max out about 8 pounds.
Okay. 8 pounds of food inside your body.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. That's an insane body. I can't even.
Yeah, I got a lot of weird hobbies.
Yeah. What are the other ones?
Well, I do all the adult stuff. I do independent films, mostly horror genre. I have a podcast that I've been lazy about.
What's the podcast?
After Dark with Nadia White.
Okay.
It's on the Demonseedradio network.
Nice. Me too. We're fucking demon seeders.
Yes. And then I have my YouTube channel with all my competitive eating.
Yeah.
I have a band.
Crushing it. What do you do in the band?
I sing.
You're a singer. Nice. So wait, what's your genre?
It's actually a tribute cover band
to
Gigi Allen.
I don't know Gigi Allen.
Gigi Allen was a punk rocker in the late 80s, early 90s who just very gritty, offensive, guttural punk rock.
Okay.
He used to shit on stage and like eat it and like get naked and like, yeah, he's insane.
That's ridiculous. So he's like a lobster.
Yeah, he was a lobster.
That's crazy. Wait, so are you shitting on stage?
No, I do make fake shit, but I do vomit and roll around in it.
Hilarious.
Yes.
I mean, not hilarious, but like, that's my go-to word.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's something.
Yeah.
It's a spectacle.
Yeah, no shit. Wait, so when's your next show?
June 28th,
Okay.
actually in Baltimore. If
Very
anybody
cool.
wants to come out to the Metro.
Yeah, she's gonna vomit crab legs.
Ooh, I'm a crab legs.
One of my favorite. This is my favorite part about traveling the country, and this is what's dope is that I get to go and like find the spots where the food should be happening, which is why Edison was particularly. It's fine. It's got the sandwich place, but it's like if you come all the way to Edison, you just gotta go to New York.
There's really good Korean barbecue places around the convention center.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I gotta.
You have to find the places because it's like mostly like it's like industrial area and then it's like neighborhoods.
Yeah.
But there's some really good restaurants.
I gotta keep trying them. I gotta work harder. Yeah, but in Baltimore, there's this place. There's Anne Arundel Seafood that's like at my. It's like Pasadena, Maryland, and it's like it's one of those places where you just eat the crabs and then you just put the paper down
and just go to town.
You just fucking go in. You're bleeding at the end. Your hands are bleeding. Your gums are bleeding. You don't know what happened, but you feel so good. And
then like 5 minutes later, oh damn, I need to pick more crabs.
Yeah. Oh, I think I fucking eat some saltines and fucking finish off this deal. No, and but they had all the things. They had crabs, and then like so the second time I was there, I was doing crabs and oysters and.
I can't do oysters.
Why?
I don't like the texture.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people say that. I fucking love it.
I like mussels, I like clams, I like every other kind of shellfish. I just can't do oysters.
Oysters so hard.
It looks like a loogie.
I'm just I'm excited. I'm gonna go get oysters across the street now. Just a conversation. I forget. My stomach just rumbled to add oysters. Okay, cool. Well, let's do a quick shout out to paying for your porn.
Yes.
It's an important thing that we got to mention every episode.
Or else we can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
If you don't pay for it, it's gonna go away, and you're gonna get tired of jerking off the same shit.
I think we think as consumers sometimes that because of some of the ways that porn has been distributed over the last couple of years, that if we could find porn, then the porn performer got paid. That's incorrect. If you didn't pay for your porn that day, most likely the porn performer is not getting paid. So please pay for your porn. Keep your people that you love in the business. If they can't make a living at it, they're gonna go. So get your shit together. Pay for your porn. How do we follow you? How do we pay for your porn? How do we do any other things to follow you and be in your army?
You can follow me on Twitter at NadiaWhite XXX, Instagram NadiaWhiteOfficial, YouTube.com/ClubNadiaWhite, ClubNadiaWhite.com. You can find my podcast on the Demon Seed Radio Network website. I also have ClubNadiaWhite.com. I have stores on Clips for Sale, Many Vids, I Want Clips, and Hot Movies.
Crush it.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
If not, just follow me on Twitter and you'll see all my adventures all the time. And yeah.
Cool. So what do you have a goal? Do you have an eating goal that you haven't accomplished?
An eating goal?
Yeah.
Ideally one day I would like to do Nathan's hot dogs.
Yes.
But they make you sign a contract
That
you can only do Major League Eating events because it's through MLE.
Oh my God.
I do this for fun. I mean, my YouTube just got monetized.
Yeah.
Cha-ching.
Yeah.
But, it's something I do for fun. Like, I know a lot of people, that's what they do for a living, and they're really serious about it. But I just don't want to be tied down in any sort of contractual agreement of how I can, what I can do.
Even if you're one of the side performers.
How can I present myself? They're very strict shit, and I don't think they would let me do it anyway, because I've had trouble getting in contests before because they knew about my adult, which is fucked up. Like, I'm just trying to eat.
Fucked up.
I'm trying to eat fucking big ass food. Like, I'm not like.
This is good for them.
I dress very conservatively usually. I am not the type of person.
Unless they think it's an unfair advantage because you have no gag reflex.
Well,
No, I've been getting, even having done this podcast, I'm getting closed-minded reactions to things in comedy and some other. I was doing a clean show at a church, and I knew what the score was. It's a G-rated show, and somebody Googles me and says, well, this guy does this and that and the other thing, and then they asked me not to do the thing, and I was like, this is the exact opposite of what the point of the podcast is, an acceptance place. This is what the podcast is about. We're not interviewing porn stars and talking about porn. We're talking about everything.
We're real people.
Yeah, that this is not that this is like. Just because you do one thing does not make you like.
Most people like to have sex.
Yeah, well, don't tell anybody that.
Oh gosh, I don't know. That's the extreme. Traveling overseas and having experienced other cultures' views on sex and sexuality. It's very disheartening that we live in America, that's quote unquote the land of the free, where you can do whatever you want, but we live in such a puritanical. Society where sex is wrong, and it's one of the most natural, most beautiful things. And people have to get through that mindset that sex isn't, it isn't just always about love. It's about so many different things. It's about expression. It's about power. It's currency. It's literally everything.
Sure.
And people need to get past that ideal, like. Because of religion or insecurities or whatever you have that's your major malfunction, it's not fair this goes through so many topics. Just because you have an opinion on something doesn't mean you need to force it, and everyone needs to follow that.
I dig that. Yeah. I was preach.
Don't get me on my soapbox.
I didn't want to block.
Don't get me on my soapbox, because that's why I have a podcast. Because I get on my soapbox and I'll just talk about things I'm passionate about.
I wanted you to go with it. Yeah. No, it is. It's a vibe. There's a thing that happens, and then now that I've been traveling to other countries too, sometimes you hit that conservative wall, and it's like.
I just don't want to go there.
We all know. We all know we all know the thing. We all know that we're doing this thing behind closed doors.
And we're not reinventing the wheel over here. It's stuff that's been going on since the dawn of human existence.
Right. And it's like, so,
it's
being able to talk about it makes us all feel actually accepted.
I think everybody in this country would have less of an attitude problem if they would just, relax and fucking get off more
Yeah,
and be happy about
come
it.
the way they want to come and be able to talk about it with their partner. That's the thing I think
communication. It's people's insecurities and the upbringing. A lot of people have these ideologies that are just beaten into them.
Oh, I can't do this thing.
Yeah, because you know, so and so will be mad at me. God will be mad at me. Allah will be mad at me. Someone will be mad at me.
Right.
But you know, we're here on this planet to be good people and put good out into the world and enjoy yourself. And as long as it's between consenting adult humans, there's nothing but good vibes that can be put out from that.
Love it. Totally on board. I just want to make sure I'm not an idiot. Cool.
It's broken.
Yeah, no, like I've been doing the whole podcast and then nothing's happening.
Oh shit. Start from the moment.
No, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for doing the podcast. What else? Follow her. Check her out on all the things. And this is the Porn People podcast. We drop an episode every Sunday at midnight. We have YouTube content. We have we're on iTunes and we're on Google Play, wherever you found us on the other thing. Thank you again to my guest NadiaWhite. Please follow her. She's doing things. She's doing all the shit. So get involved in it. Thank you guys for watching. Spunk Lube, Demon Seed Radio. Shout out anybody.
Everything I mentioned before.
All the stuff. Cool. And Inked Angels too.
Yes. Thank you so much.